Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today we're going to be working on balancing poses. So let's get started. Come to the top of your mat. And our first pose is a balancing pose. We're standing on 2 feet. So we want to go ahead and talk about Pada Bandha, which is your foot lock. You want to bring your feet hip distance, and you want to make sure your feet are straight. They tend to go out or maybe even in as we age. So outer hip distance, feet straight. And then I want you to rock back almost like you're going to come onto your heels. But don't lift the balls of your feet up, just lift the toes up. This is what it looks like from the side. So here's normal. Then I rock back into the heels and lift and spread the toes. Notice how when I'm standing here, I'm kind of leaning forward. But when I bring my weight into my heels, my hips come right in line with my knees and heels. And then I'm going to lift and spread my toes. I'm going to web them out. I'm going to roll my shoulders back and down. And I'm going to bring my ears back without lifting my chin. So now there's a straight line from my ears to my shoulders, to my hips, to my knees and my ankles. You can have your eyes closed for this part or open. As you inhale, lift your arms overhead. Keep them straight. Go as far as you can. And try not to shrug your shoulders. And then exhale, flip your palms down and bring them to your side. And again. See if you can breathe in and out of the nostrils only. If you can't, you're going to breathe in the nostrils and out of a tiny hole in the mouth. And one more. And then we're going to inhale and shrug our shoulders towards the ears. And then exhale, slowly pull them away from the ears and pull your shoulder blades down your back. Again. This is with control. Two more. When you pull the shoulders down, pull the shoulder blades down like they're going into your back pocket. One more. And then start to make shoulder rolls. Inhaling forward. As you exhale, bend your elbows and bring your shoulders back. One more. And then widen your feet with your feet, toes slightly out. Soften your knees and start to twist your upper body, letting your arms dangle and kind of fly up. As you breathe, you can make little fists and gently start to tap your sides. You can have eyes opened or closed. And shake it out. Let's go ahead and do a sun salutation. Let's find that mountain pose again. Lifting toes, rocking onto the heels, and then the balls of your feet, shoulders down, ears back. As you inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your chin. As you exhale, you want to bend your knees and you want to bend at your hips. And then you come down here and you just hang and dangle and release your neck. And then you come up your legs as high as you need to bring your chest forward. See, there's no bend in my back. Exhale, bend those knees, hang over. Then you're going to start to walk your hands up enough to straighten your legs and bring your chest forward and hang and release. And one more. And then plant your hands and step back to downward dog. Bring your feet wide, bend your knees. See how my shoulders are all the way up here? That's bad for your hands and shoulders. Bring your hips back and take a few breaths. As you do, you can bring one heel to the floor, then the other. And then we're going to bring our shoulders over our wrists and our feet back. You can also come onto your knees for plank. Then come to your knees. And as you bend your elbows, slowly come down to your chest and your chin. Take a breath. Now walk your hands so they're under your shoulders. And bring your chest forward and up for cobra. And then walk your hands forward. Bring your butt back and bow for puppy pose. Then come into tabletop with your hips over your knees, your hands under your shoulders. On the inhale, lift right arm and left leg. Keep that left hip even with the right hip. Bird dog pose. Switch sides. Once you get into the pose, see how my hip is low. It's even with the right. Take a full breath. And then switch sides. It's opposite arm, opposite leg. This is a balancing pose. And again, hip is not up. We want to target those back muscles. So keep the hip even. Again. Take a full breath. Let's do one more set on each side. And switch side. Set up your hands, press into each finger pad. Tuck your toes, lift up to downward dog. And walk it in to a forward fold with wide legs, bent knees, hang here. Come up halfway. Shook chest out. Fold. Rock back onto your heels. Sit in the imaginary chair. Press into your thighs to start to lift your chest. You can stay here or bring arms out. Your knees are not forward, they're back over your ankles. Chair pose. And then you're gonna lift up, open up, and twist it out. Let's go into a high lunge, which is a balance. So feet are hip distance. They are hip distance like this. We're going to keep the hip distance as we bring that right foot back. Bring your hands into namaste. Press them together. Lift your right heel. Keep it hip distance. As you walk it back as far as you can go with keeping the heel up. And then you're going to bend both knees. We're going to keep this front knee centered. You're going to look at a dristi. That's going to help you balance. Find a spot in front of you on the wall or floor. Softly gaze at that spot. Bring your thumbs to your breastbone with your hands pressing in. And just take 3 breaths for high lunge crescent pose. Now we're going to keep both knees bent. That's going to help us with the balance. We're going to step into our left foot for warrior 3. Feel free to have something in front of you to hold on to. Keep both knees bent, hinge forward. And if you're holding on with one hand, you can bring the other arm out like a wing or bow. So not only are you standing on your left foot, I want you to use all of your left toes, especially the big toe. Now look at your dristi and breathe. Warrior 3, gracefully step out and release and shake it out. Remember, you can hold on to something. If you do, try to just either tap your hand or just use a fingertip to challenge your balance. But you do want to feel safe. Again, feet are hip distant. Namaste. The entire hands are pressing, thumb to breastbone. Lift your left heel. Walk it back, keeping that space between your feet. Go as far as you can, keeping the heel lifted, and then bend both knees. See, I'm not leaning forward. Find something to look at, your dristi. That's important. Softly gaze at it. Use nostril breathing, or in through the nose and out through a tiny hole in the mouth. Use all of the toes of the right foot, especially the big toe base. Option 2, lift one arm, or maybe both. And breathe. high lunge crescent pose. We're gonna go into warrior three. It's okay to hold on to something. Keep both knees bent, that will make the balance easier. And step off. Now, if this is hard, you can step back. And then you can just keep going back and forth. Or you can hold it, you can hold on, you can do one arm out or bow. Warrior three. And slowly release. Come into wide legs. Turn your left foot to the corner of the front of the mat. Bend the knee, keeping it over the middle toe. Pinky toe side of the right foot. Take this right hip and tuck it in. Palms up, arms out, pull shoulder blades down. Look at a drishti. Maybe it's your left hand, maybe it's something else. And breathe in warrior two. Never hold your breath. Come onto this left forearm and push off. See, we're not leaning, we're pushing off. This right hand can come to the shoulder or overhead. Side angle warrior. Look at your top hand or any other drishti. Slowly come up. We're gonna work those ankles, important for balance. In and out. And take a few jumps or heel lifts. Let out a sigh. We're gonna toe heel it back out. Working those ankles for balance. Turning the right toes to the corner of the front mat. Bending the knee over the toes. And pinky toe side of the back foot. Arms out, palms up, shoulders down. Look at your drishti and take 3 of those nostril or pursed lip breaths. Warrior two. Keep the breath flowing. It's important for balancing in all poses in yoga. Come onto the right forearm, push off. Again, you're not leaning, you're pushing off. Left hand can come to shoulder or overhead. You can look at that left hand or you can look at a spot. And breathe. Side angle warrior. Okay, we're gonna slowly come up. Namaste hands and toe heel it in. And toe heel it out. And toe heel it in. Take a big breath with a sigh. Hop, hop, hop. Or heel lift, heel lift, heel lift. All right, let's go into tree pose, one of my favorite balances. We're gonna bring the weight onto the right foot, and we're gonna bring that left foot into a kickstand. My heel is against my inner right leg. Now, what are your points of contact? Your right foot, and especially your right big toe, and all of your right toes, really engaged. See how my right hip is going out? I want you to pull it in. We want to stabilize with these outer hip muscles. That will help with balance and prevent falls. So stick it out, pull it in, and hold. And now we're going to bring our hands into namaste, or we're going to hold on to something with one hand, maybe two if you need to, maybe just fingers, maybe tapping. You're going to look at your drishti. Now let's engage through that right big toe, and maybe your foot can slide up. Keep this right hip in, activating that right glute. Very important for balance. Look at your drishti and use nostril or pursed lip breath. Some of you will come above the knee and breathe. And slowly release and shake it out and bring the weight to the left foot. Right foot is kickstand. Stick out that left hip just to remind yourself not to. Pull it in. Let's try that again. Hold it in. You're going to feel this left glute activating. Eyes on your drishti. Option to hold, tap, or finger hold, one or both hands. As you look at your drishti, lift your foot if you like to, below the knee or above the knee, not on it, and breathe. If you're doing really good, you can let your branches grow towards the ceiling, aka your arms, but not your drishti. Slowly release, shake it out, bring your legs and feet slightly out, and as you twirl your wrists, I want you to circle your hips and breathe. Work with the breath and not against it, and change the direction of both wrists and hips. And shake it out. We're now going to try that without the full tree pose. It's going to be an open tree pose. Again, you can hold on to something, maybe with the left hand. Some of you may need to do both hands, maybe the back of a chair or couch. Or you can simply come into namaste. We're going to inhale and lift the right knee. Exhale, bring it out to the side. Inhale, tap the toe. Exhale, lift it out to the side. And inhale back in the center. And exhale, tap the toe. Now go with your breath. And lift. And out. And tap. And lift. And forward. And tap. One more set. Lift. Out. Tap. Out, lift. Forward, lift. Tap. And shake it out. Whew. Let's get the other side. If you can't lift it and hold it, you need to hold on to something. That's fine. And it would look like this. I'm holding on. Maybe I want to challenge myself. So I tap my hand, or I just use my finger. Look at your drishti. Inhale, lift. Exhale, out. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, forward. Exhale, tap. Let's do that 2 more times with your breath. Go slow and control. 1 more set. And shake it out. Let's go down to the floor. We're at the top of our mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to downward dog. Let's go from downward dog to plank. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Let's do a few more yogi push-ups with your breath. And hold plank. Knees or toes. And come down to your knees, then your chest, then your chin. Bring your arms to the side and lift up on the pubic bone, lifting arms, chest, chin, and legs. And come back down. And do it again. And come back down. And do it again and hold. And breathe. Pressing into pubic bone. Hands under shoulders, lifted to cobra. Bend your knees and come onto your back. Very important balancing, stabilizing muscles are your glutes. We're going to go into some bridges. Squeeze those glutes, lift and take a breath. And lower. Squeeze those glutes, lift, take a breath. And lower. Try not to let your knees splay out. And again, squeeze, hold, lift. Take a breath. And lower. And then we're going to squeeze, hold, lift. And we're going to take 3 breaths. You can even come onto your heels. And lower down. And hug in your right knee. And you can keep the left knee bent or straight as you point and flex slowly 3 times. And you make circles 3 times, slowly, in both directions. And then you kiss your knee, mwah, and you switch sides, pointing and flexing. The ankles are so important for stabilizing. Circling and reverse circling. All right, for balancing, we need those ankles. We also need some tibialis strengthening. That's your shin muscles. You're gonna straighten both legs. If you need to bend the left knee, that's fine if that helps your back. Don't hurt your back. We're gonna flex the right toes in, so it's the opposite of pointing, okay? And then we're gonna lift the leg, not too high, not too low. And we're gonna turn that right foot out as we come out to the side. And then bring it back. Again, if this hurts your back, bend your left knee. Flex your right toes in, lift it not too high, not too low. Turn the foot out and the leg out. And come back in. And again. Take 3 breaths. And back in the center and switch sides. Keep that right knee bent if it hurts your knee. Flex your left toes in, point your foot out, lift it. And back in. Point the toes in, kick the heel out, turn your left foot out to the left and lift. And release. And one more time. 3 breaths. If you're too high, it's easy. If you're too low, it's easy. Find that uncomfortable halfway point. Keep your toes in, your heel out, and your left foot out to the left. And release. Hug in your knees to chest. Bring your knees out, your feet towards each other, and grab shins, ankles, or feet. And rock, kicking your foot out to the side. Bend your knees, place your hands on your knees, and start to draw little circles on the ceiling. As you breathe, the circles get bigger and bigger. Back in the center, small circles in the opposites. This is a modified Apasana pose where circles get bigger. See how my knees are coming in and then pushing away. And to the biggest size circle. Massaging that back. Hug it in, give your knees a kiss. Release, let your knees fall in or your legs go wide and straight. Take up space with your arms. As you close your eyes, I just want you to feel the breath coming in and out of your nostrils. Feel the breath coming in and out of your chest. It'll rise and fall. Your eyes are closed or softly gazing at a spot on the ceiling. Now feel the breath in your belly rising and falling. You can pause and stay here or take a big cleansing breath. Bend in one knee and the other. Roll to your side and sit up in Namaste. And we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you come back and practice 2-3 times a week and see how much you improve in your balance and in your strength. Have a great day. Namaste, and God bless you.